In June 2018, we took a trip to Arizona and Utah. We called it the Grand Canyon trip, but we made a few other stops along the way. This is the video of our drive out to Lake Powell near Page, Arizona, where we stayed at Wahweap Campground and used it as a base camp for a few days. We left Thursday evening after work and headed to the Salina, Kansas KOA. We got there late, so we didn't even unhook the truck from the camper. It made for a nice quick early getaway the next morning. We stopped in Evergreen, Colorado and picked up our peeps, then headed out to Moab for our third overnight stop.
We made our second trip through the Eisenhower Tunnel this year. This time with a much bigger trailer. The Eisenhower Tunnel is 60 miles west of Denver on I-70. It takes I-70 under the Continental Divide at a maximum elevation of 11,158 feet. The tunnel is 1.693 miles long.
Almost at the end, not as many snowplows waiting here this time.
Okay, we're on our way.
We didn't get any pictures or videos in Moab for this quick overnight stay. We stayed at the Spanish Trail RV Park. It was a pretty nice place. We would definitely stay there again. We stayed next to a nice couple of full-time RVers from Evergreen, Colorado. That was fun since our friends are also from Evergreen. They had a nice visit. This is on our way out of Moab, on our way to Page, Arizona. As soon as I saw it, I really wanted to stop at the Hole in the Rock. It's a home carved out of the rock and a gift shop. You can take tours of the 5,000 square foot home, and there's also a petting zoo. Sounds fun, right? Oh well, it'll have to wait for another trip. It's hard to just make an unplanned stop in the RV, plus we were anxious to get to our destination. What a really pretty drive. The clouds look like they're picking up the color from the rocks below. We stayed at Wahweap Campground at Lake Powell. I made the reservation online in January. I also made a note that we needed or wanted a pull-through site. We got checked in easily enough and went to find our spot. Oh my gosh, we couldn't have picked a better place for the view. It was absolutely perfect.
After we set up camp and had an early dinner, we drove around the area and got a few shots of the lake. We are on the road behind and above the campground. It's kind of a neat perspective to see the campground and the lake from here.
Here's a look at our campsite, our home for the next few days. And here's our view every morning. I still miss it. These guys grilled chicken and shrimp for dinner. Feels good. The night sky was beautiful. Dan helped me play around with the settings on my camera so I could take some nighttime shots. It was so much fun. I really wanted to get a sunrise time lapse, so we set up my Sony Minicam on the outside of the camper and hoped for the best. I think it turned out pretty well. What a beautiful sunrise over Lake Powell. We decided to let the camera roll for a while. You can tell we're getting breakfast and we're getting ready for our day. We were never quite sure what time it was. It became a running joke for the week. We were so close to the Arizona-Utah border that our phones kept flipping time zones. For half of us, the time would be 7 a.m. and the other half would be 6 a.m. Thank goodness we weren't on many time constraints. We couldn't wait to get our day going. We were ready to hit the road for a 2-hour trip to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. An epic adventure for sure. If you like our video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like our channel, please subscribe.